night's rest and start preparing for tomorrow's game against Team Liquid. FURIA, I believe, plays EG, if I recall correctly.
Yes. Tomorrow. Let me check on that, because
Cloud9 Liquids. Hobbit's going to get into engagement. He's going to win the first battle and the second one. Well, that says a lot about how the first map at least went. Hobbit had no business winning both of those fights. Maybe the first one, but Drop and K-Serrato both missing opportunities.
So yeah, you got FURIA, Cloud9 Liquid. That's the morning game. Start us off.
They're all the same time.
Right. Geez, tomorrow's Sunday, isn't it? God, time flies. I thought tomorrow was still Saturday, Jason. Cloud9 Liquid, Movistar Eternal, Fury, and EG.
Wow.
Right now it's Arts. That's gonna get the kill from inside of the bathrooms. 1 for him, 2 for Yuri. It's the advantage by only a single man right now. In fact, you can argue just 10 HP, because that's all Art has left. And, ooh, Yuri's got less than that. Tagged down to 7. Gush from range?
Yeah, and that's the bomb spotted as well. That's gonna make them a little bit nervous. And I mean, what kind of a decision do you make? Do you leave Art alone at the A bomb site? He's only got the 10 HP, as you mentioned. Yuri now only has 7 HP. Oh, this gets so sketchy. Inter's gonna get close up. So both low HP players, well, Yuri's kind of flirting with the idea of bouncing between the bomb sites, but Yuri's just saying, look, I have this angle. We can play retake on this map. Stay over at B, stay up in balcony, keep an eye there, and you can turn around quickly. 28 seconds on the clock. Shiro's coming in late, so actually, even with low HP, there's an opportunity. If Art, oh, okay, well, Art's dead. So take that all back, never mind. I was gonna say, if Art can find this kill out towards long, that would stop the bomb, and I don't think Ginters would have had time, but forget all about that, because bomb's getting planted now. Yuri sliding in to try and stop it. I believe he was spotted, and he gets his face ripped off. Safe, the last one left in a 1v2. He sees Shiro slide away, but he thinks he's got a truck. Shiro's getting aggressive. Shiro's gonna catch him off guard.
Wow. And
win the pistol. What a back and forth pistol round that was.
Yeah, that was a bit tense, I have to say. Cloud9's gonna win it though. That gives them every pistol so far in this series, 3 for 3. And FURIA is not gonna be too pleased about that. Hobbit started it off very well toward the sandbags. This is where Yuri really did turn the tail, but as I said, Shiro getting aggressive again. So it's now 1-0 for Cloud9. And there's our boy.
Yeah, getting fired up. He shifted out of the middle of the team.
He's on the slightly more left now.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's not always the best to be the center of the picture, Jason.
Yeah. That's not incorrect. Good job with these MAC-10s. Unarmored pistols for FURIA, getting chewed up. Art's down to 17 HP as well. They're gonna back away from the smoke, back away from bathrooms. Cloud9 with complete control of the map, complete control of the situation for the time being.
Smoke up high. Molotov as well, gonna go toward the door. Second one to go to the barrels. So they're covered off all the bases, and they're in the site and realize, well,
it's clear. We'll take this.
It's wide open.
Yep. A little bit of a stack for FURIA. Trying to do what little they can with what little they have. Next round's gonna be the buy. I think they would love it if someone went hunting and see if they could take some of these weapons. Art certainly, ooh, Zeus. Oh, come on, baby.
Oh, let's do it. I want to see it. I haven't seen one in so long. No, why'd he peek?
Oh, they don't draw him in. That would have been great. Okay, Serrato's gonna go down. Nafany's building up a lot of money with his MAC-10 and even finds the last one as well, even with low HP. Drop can't land the shot. 2-0, nobody falls for Cloud9. They've still got those 2 MAC-10s in play, although Shiro's gonna upgrade once again to the AWP, so forget that. I think Nafany actually tossed that over with all of his bonus money.
All that big chunk of change?
Yeah. Change?
Yeah.
Changing.
Okay, you're dating yourself with music now.
Everyone knows that song. Even the Zoomers.
Do they?
Even the Zoomers.
Hey, Chad, do you know that song?
Well, this was the priority for Cloud9 in the first map, remember, was having the AWP in Shiro's hands as much as humanly possible. They're continuing the trend here on Overpass.
Hobbit already ready with the Molotov to go toward the picnic. No one to snack on in that position, though. They are going to run boost. Is this it? Is this the run boost? The famous run boost that everyone seems to mess up? No, they're just going to clean flash right around the corner. Safe. Still holding out inside of the bathroom position.
Creeping up along the wall as well. Shiro's going to be in support with the AWP far back behind the rock. Oh, turn of the corner. Nafany just destroys Safe, who actually gets a good dink off onto Shiro. So some good damage, but I mean, Mac-10 doing work and now upgraded into an M4. Hobbit, a little bit of a distraction out towards long. Flashbang doesn't go far enough, but not a huge deal. Oh, the spam's almost there. He spots two. He knows one was at bank spamming through the smoke, and now he can call out Art's position as well. Cloud9, if they want to press the issue towards the B bomb site, they know there's only 2 defenders there, but that's only going to last so long.
Mods, can we get a poll? It's too hard for me to tell right now. It's pretty 50-50. Okay, Serrato in the corner with the FAMAS. Nafany ready to flash them in from Monster in case Serrato swallows that one. He's done. See ya. Ax1Le just takes all day to hit that shot. Maybe a bit too slow about the next one, though, because Drop comes back around and finds 2. Shiro's got him with the AWP as soon as he can see the fraction of his head. And Nafany now with the Molotov down is going to close the distance, cover off the Drop position from the window, and be, hopefully, if it's not timed well enough, there's a chance they could go for the trade on this, but hopefully be ready to catch out Yuri as well. Problem with that is if Yuri does swing, Shiro can catch him.
Kind of a tough position for Nafany because you know Shiro with low HP can't really perfectly cover either one of these positions. Shiro's playing off Nafany's contact, what gives an opportunity, and this shot. It's now all on Shiro, hoping for the drop down.
Shiro's got the first one. Tap the bomb. Yuri knows he's got to peek this. And he's on 10 HP, so Yuri's got the shot, but no timer kit. And he's out, although we'll grab the AWP to go with him, but FURIA is going to give up their third.
Yeah, it's not the worst thing at the end of the world out of a loss as well, just being able to salvage the AWP. And because, remember, Nafany dropped it over with the bonus money, Shiro can buy one again. He's got 8,600 bucks in the bank, so they can have an op back out on the Cloud9 side if they'd like. Question for FURIA becomes, what do they want to buy around the AWP? How much of an effort do they want to put into actually, how much do they invest into wanting to try and win this next round number 4? Armor's picked up, light armor, some deagles as well, some utility being grabbed by FURIA. We're live into round number 4.
Smoke, self, ooh, placed. Okay, I thought Ax1Le actually could see him when he first came in, but obviously didn't re-peek. It doesn't matter anyway. Safe is ready to roll with the AWP up close. No one watching Monster. Okay, they have shuffled back over, so in case Serrato has that covered off, they're gonna reboost. A bit late, unfortunately, but the door is open at the underpass position, and they're gonna think it's safe because their teammates already pushed out. Speaking of safe, he tries to swing out and get the shot. He swings down and gets Ax1Le instead. Not bad, good reactions.
That was narrow, though. It looked like Safe was gonna swing a little bit wider. Misses the jump. That's a hard shot. And Cloud9 gonna go away from the AWP. Safe probably needs to relocate if he wants this op to be way more effective. Getting involved in the action. That's Nafany with the Mac-10. He's being so aggressive and assertive. He's creating a lot of space with this Mac-10 in pretty much every round of this game so far.
Nafany inside of the small hole comes straight through. Yuri, poor guy, just got bullied and abused.
I love what I'm seeing out of Nafany so far in this map. This is so cool with the Mac-10. I know it's still early going. I know it's taking advantage of a lot of low buys, but it's really cool to see this kind of a mindset out of Nafany and the utility to support him in making these plays as well. FURIA's goal changes. They realize they're not winning this round. They've got an AK-47 on drop. They still have the AWP, so they don't want to re-spend that money, obviously. Gonna prioritize saving the weapons for the next round.
Throws his deagle over to Serrato as well, just to try and help him survive and fight valiantly into this. No kills yet for Serrato. So he'll go searching for his first, potentially. Maybe get a gun as well when that bomb does go off. I think he's gonna just sacrifice himself. Why not? Just kaboom. Stands right next to it, see if he can find anyone. Don't want that damn deagle anyway, Jason.
No. It's not counting on it in this round where he's gonna pick up the M4.
Yeah, he pretty much had, that was a fast shot, pretty much had the chance to get the second as well inside of the doorway. Nafany is very fast with it, you're not wrong.
Yeah, then even just inside the smoke, calling out for a flashbang. I don't even know how blind Yuri actually was, but I mean, the idea's there. And he's still got his Mac-10. 7 kills for Nafany in the first 4 rounds of the game. Shiro's gonna support Inters as he works towards blue door. Shiro's looking for any kind of a peek through the door that's blown open. It's going to be a late boost up again. There's the flash. Oh, I think they might have... Nope, smoke goes down. So they recreate the door with the smoke, give them access to the stairs to clear things out in the middle of the map. Double up setup for FURIA. Both of them at bathrooms. Safe out towards long on Flowers, and Art in bathrooms itself.
Safe still looking. Flashed off, tries to use that water closet sign to his advantage, and does. Gives him a bit of cover, gets his head down, and then blows Shiro's off as he goes back out safe. So the advantage again to FURIA early on. They'll see if they can capitalize this time, because obviously could not convert in the previous round. Double up, double bathroom.
Yep.
Double trouble, double bubble. I don't know.
I was thinking of the commercial too.
Yeah, it was, but I was trying to avoid it. I couldn't. It was just like
walked right into it.
Moth to a flame. I got sucked in on that one.
Well, Ax1Le's going to start coming back as well. Inters is just waiting to see if there's going to be any kind of an information play towards bathrooms. There's the smoke down at Divider. Nafany creeping up towards long. 20 seconds, really late round. Hobbit's gonna pick up the bomb just now. This needs to be pretty darn close to perfect. Inter's gonna turn the corner. That's a great flash. However, Nafany does go down. 10 seconds. They need to get aggressive right now. Hobbit needs help getting into this bomb site if they want to get this plant. Follow-up flashbangs are there, and there's just no time on the clock for this. There's no ability to make this work. Hobbit with the AWP, gonna miss an opportunity. Might have even tagged him a little bit, but where do you go from here? You're gonna go down after the clock. Certainly.
Missed 3 shots. Hobbit, not a primary opper, just to remind you. But yeah, it does go down after time. That will help get the economy slowly getting back into check, but they're still going to have plenty this round to buy.
Yeah, if there'd been a little bit of more pace behind that, a little bit more speed, and a little bit earlier on that, maybe 5, 6 more seconds, they could have made that work. But very cautious about the AWPs. And a good job from Yuri sliding up. Inters was the only one. I mean, there were only really 4 players alive for Cloud9. There were only 2 players attacking the site at any point in which that would have made this a doable round. So time gets a little bit away from them. Yeah, a little head shake there. Frustration.
Molotov down behind smoke just to clear the corner at the bottom side of the mid stairs. Quesarado thinks about flashing. He's got to get his head down again. Again, that flash from water when they're already inside a monster. They need to get the information to shut that down sooner. No one looking that direction, and it's just a clean fight.
Yeah, I'm going to give the desk a shout out as well, especially Maui. This was a huge talking point for him after that in the pregame leading into this series was the improvement on flash assists. I believe he did mention that Cloud9 is the #1 team in the event or in this group so far in terms of their flash assists, which is much improved over previously. A great talking point. We're seeing it be hugely impactful here on Overpass.
Quesarado's just been wrecked by that same flash twice now. And Safe trying to get away with the AWP.
You gonna learn today. No.
No, surely not. No way.
What a fantasy.
Oh, God, what is he thinking?
Yeah,
I mean, I love it. He's bouncing incendiary. They've got to come through monster. He doesn't expect anyone to still be in there, but dear Lord, man. Just give away the AWP.
Respect the effort. But that was always going to be a little bit of a dream.
He's got a ton of money, so I understand. They need to get around, but man, that's pretty wild. You definitely have to admire it. You're not wrong. Too many people are scared of taking those chances.
The other team that's doing well in flash assists throughout all of ESL Pro League, tied is G2. There's some improvements being made from a lot of these teams across the board. Nafany never expected Art to be there. That's a very fast, aggressive change of pace to take control of Blue Door, and he's punished for it. Last time FURIA found themselves in a 5-on-4 with this much time on the clock is the round that Cloud9 kind of stalled out and went very slow from here on out and ran out of time at the end of the round. So let's keep our eye on that, how fast they move across the map and how aggressive they are.
The round before that, though, they also had a 5-on-4 and they lost it.
Yeah.
So
it'll happen.
But yes, you're not wrong. We know C9, CIS tend to slow things down a lot more.
Bomb is dropped very far back at the moment. I think it's going to be an Ax1Le's responsibility to pick it up, which is going to take him out of any kind of aggressive play. Shiro with the AWP wants to get positioned towards sandbags, it appears. "40 seconds, bomb still on the ground, way far back. I don't think they notice it yet. Hobbit's going to go back and get it right now. This is going to chew time off the clock.
Shiro still holding off that angle. You're right, 30 seconds. could be in an exact same situation. They need this entry to be very swift.
They might have. I think
rotation's over.
They might have to save. Yeah. Oof, this is going to be weird.
Nope, that Molotov, I think, does it. I think this is a safe call. Shiro's got the flank already. Now they'll go. Maybe that's the confidence they needed. They've got Quesarado. They need to get the bomb planted in the next 7 seconds. Make it 6. Keep counting it down, and Yuri, he's going to drop bodies and make that far more difficult as Art gets through the edge. No plant coming, and this one's going the way of Furia.
And I mean, Shiro and Ax1Le both walked past the bomb all the way back there, and it cost them 10 seconds when Hobbit had to run all the way back from Blue Door to pick it up. 10 to 15 seconds was chewed off the clock just because the bomb was left there. And that's going to be frustrating. So the 2 round wins that Furia have in this half are, I mean, 2 time slippage. You just don't have the seconds on the clock to deal with the extra smoke that's dropped in Monster, to really deal with any kind of stoppage to your execute. It needs to be all clean entries, and I mean, this 1 kill from Yuri pretty much wins the round. Cloud9's got to be careful with that. Despite the fact that even had good entrances. They had the opening kill coming through Monster. They had another follow-up one. And still run out of time. Hobbit dinked early down to 25 HP. Or damaged early.
It's a lot of damage. Now for the quick checkouts toward Long. I suppose I'd need to call him Nav. Fanny every time.
Yeah, you probably should.
Okay, well, just because you said that, I'm not. It's Naf any.
Nathany.
Any Naffers? Oh! It works in so many ways.
Got him.
Double heads and double kill, but not for one player. It's actually going to work out in C9's favor. Good peek and hold, and they're actually going to get more than that. Shiro's ready for the peek from Yuri, all the way back at the flower pots as well.
Yeah, and you could see Shiro calling Ax1Le over because he's like, he's at the rock, man. It's just a tiny little headshot angle. I don't want to do this with the AWP. And then he takes the long angle, grabs another one. Fine work from Cloud9. Not letting these 2 small hiccups of time running out really frustrate them in any meaningful way or dissuade them from the next round. Smoke Molotov combination, and Drop at this point had just started shifting over maybe towards the B bomb site, so gonna cross his fingers and try and go for a spam when he believes the entrance is coming. No damage dealt. I think now you gotta save.
Well, they likely don't make that happen right now because bomb's gonna go down. That's confirmed that the site is lost, and they didn't leave the bomb behind this time. And Hobbit's already hunting, going backwards toward the fountain. 2 hunting already. It would be a 2-on-2 retake, Jason. Not that they would ever know that, and Shiro's still close enough with that off to be relevant. He's gonna go pick up some utility as well. At Flowers, where he got the kill.
Cloud9 still look great on this map. Out of Mirage, they look phenomenal so far. 6-2 lead, 4-round lead, and they're starting the T side this time. We didn't get to see a whole lot of their offense on Mirage. Got a little deep into it. Here on Overpass, we're gonna get the whole thing, and early returns are wonderful. They're lovely. Money back in the bank as well for Cloud9 as 4 players survive.
Shiro hit a lovely first one.
That was a good trade, really important trade. And Ax1Le comes up to handle business and set Shiro up nicely for this peek from Yuri.
Yuri just walked out and stopped right in the crosshair. I don't even think he had to move his mouse on that one. Just click the button.
He's going for a timing, right? He's kind of hoping and praying that he's going to catch like Ax1Le in transition in the open, maybe trying to get to tree, maybe trying to get a little bit closer up to the bathroom's entrance, and obviously gets banged out.
Speaking of getting banged out, don't go through that short tunnel right now. Yuri cops a nade, and Arts, the boost works. Hobbit falls. No one actually still shuffling around toward A as well, so they can't even capitalize and hold the stairs. Enters, aware that there's action going on toward the door. Yes, chat, aware. Aware. Aware what I want to. Oh, wait, yeah, sorry, I'm not a dad yet.
Yet.
Whoa.
Molotov out towards sandbags.
You know something I don't?
Cloud9 moving elsewhere across the map, readjusting as they got stopped cold. Change of plans. Shiro's hoping and praying for a follow-up peek that's not coming, so gonna spend a little bit more utility to try and freeze some of the defensive players. Another boost up. FURIA have been loving these boosts. Switches over. It's not clean. It's not clean, and they have to take control of long because there's no escape route. They actually swing back out for the fight. Ax1Le's gonna get both. Yuri and Drop. Absolutely wrecked, and Ax1Le's ready for the next fight. Looks away at the wrong second. Molotov goes deep over towards Truck. It's Art.
He knows Art's gotten in though. He tracked that the whole way, traced it to figure out the angle, and Safe is about to walk into a headshot. Okay, not quite, you're right. He could be on for the ace, even spamming the wall for it. He desperately wants to find KSGO, who, by the way, has yet to get a kill on this map. He's 0-5 at this point.
Yeah, and he's one of the standout players for FURIA, so that one's painful. What a great round from Art, getting all the kills, and he's barely taken any damage in return. Been good fight selection, good positioning. KSGO's gonna give him the chance to get the ace. Went for a little look-see. Now backs away.
Yeah, I think he's out of there now, unfortunately.
Come on, man. Five-round lead for Cloud9. It's a full losing bonus moving forward for FURIA. So they've got plenty of money. They bought in the previous round down to around anywhere from 1,700 to 2,000 bucks left. They've got a lot of cash, and they're going to spend their first time out talking things over right before round 10 begins. FURIA's doing a pretty decent job, all things considered, I feel, getting some opening kills. These boosts have been very well that they've had towards shore water, sometimes with Deagles, sometimes with M4s. They've gotten 2 or 3 opening kills in that fashion with those boosts.
Yeah, there's been 2 of them were victories, so fair enough, but there was another round, obviously, they got the opening pick. Safe was able to find it 3 times now. But still, they find themselves down 7-2. So the timeout, obviously, Guerreri's going to be looking for an improvement upon this. They've looked very comfortable in this group. We said they've been doing much better with calling. They've changed things up a little bit. Art's Yaoke's aggression, they still kind of live and die by it, but they played very well around it. Utility is looked great on Vertigo yesterday, but right now, this is the first time in the group they've really, really been overwhelmed, and maybe that's a good thing for them in some ways in the long run.
Ooh, Art's in trouble. Well, maybe not in trouble, but Art's gonna get, I guess, the fight he wants. Out towards long, there's a push also, so a little bit of a crunch on this position. Art swings into it first. Yuri never got activated. Shiro puts him down so quickly. Flashbang into this guy. Hobbit had knife out, and Shiro's gonna get phenomenal trades. He's playing like a beast tonight.
Yeah, he's played super well when you go back to Mirage's first half, and what was he, 17 with the no-scope at
17
the end
and 5, I think, in the first half, yeah.
Yeah, that was ridiculous. Incendiary goes outside of Monster just to make sure no one's going to be able to push through that. KSGO will hold up and go for the off-angle position. But all of this can be seen and heard from Ax1Le right now, so he knows that they're on the right side. Bomb is getting closer, though, toward the bathrooms. And the only one over here is Safe. AWP looking for the angle, the sliver to fire at out toward Picnic. Even checks up that direction now, but as he gets further out, they get a lot closer, and I'm not sure he is totally cognizant of the fact that they have gotten around him. But I don't know that they're going to look at it either. He's going to walk out. Oh,
what is happening?
I don't know what is happening. They're all looking the wrong way. Inter's finally gets him.
Oh my lord. That's going to be so silly watching it back on the VOD. I mean, unfortunately with that, he's trying to make something happen. So, I mean, even though it looks a little weird, you can understand it and you can sympathize with it. Even if he gets a kill there, especially towards the front of bathrooms, just so many players were going to wrap around him. They were all right there, and he just never had any idea. 8th round on the board for C9, as once again, Drop and KSGO have nothing to do but save.
Again, for that matter.
Well then, this is an incredible looking Cloud9 team. Oh, Ax1Le going for the hunt down the stretch. Gonna get taken down by Drop, but Nathany finds him, takes one more gun away right before the round switches. Painful for Drop, who just wanted the AK-47. Cloud9's being ruthless. They're not giving any tools, any inch of ground over to FURIA.
Yeah, I kind of want to see like a top-down bird's eye. Oh, this is close enough. Like, what the heck?
Oh, it's so crazy.
And look at this. He has utility out. And Inter's just, thank God he was there with the rifle.
No one ever cleared bathrooms from Cloud9, so I mean, Inters gets a little bit lucky to grab that kill. Or I mean, I guess anyone from Cloud9 got a little bit lucky. Yeah, and if you're FURIA, I mean, this is starting to get painful. Nothing's going your way at all. Timings aren't with you.
Nope.
Probably a few miscues they feel within the team.
And C9's had their way of things on both sides of the map too. That's the other problem. Twice they've absolutely annihilated Quesarado at the barrels position, and that also was a bit surprising to me because the second time, you know, fool me once, fine, but he didn't even look toward Monster and they walked in so cleanly.
Safe gets a kill onto Hobbit. Another opening kill, another 5-on-4. This time they've got good damage onto Ax1Le and Inters to even things up. Oh, if Nafany finds this, if Safe plays this incorrectly, he's making so much noise. He's making so much noise.
I think he's dead, right?
Well, because Nafany has no... Oh, dear. That barrel showing was it, because Nafany didn't know where he was looking. But now Art, it's his turn. He's going to pounce. There's the first kill from stairs. Ax1Le coming in a little bit late, but he doesn't have any HP, and Art might have heard those footsteps. But Cloud9's mostly ignoring him.
He goes back, but he doesn't have the crosshair up high, and Art's going to find him instead, looking into the doorway. He's still holding off by the truck. He sees the shadow, pre-fired it. That nearly gave him up, but Yuri still walked in because he hadn't stopped, and it's all on to Shiro. I think C9 about to give up finally another round to FURIA, so we should be 8-3.
Throw the AWP away. Oh, he's going to try and save it.
13 seconds, he might as well try.
Yeah. Bailing out. I thought he would have had one coming from behind him because that's Art was positioned at stairs and he actually took the avenue back to the B bomb site. So Shiro realizes there's potential that he'll be able to get away with it, and indeed he will.
Counter-terrorists win.
Dodges the hunt. Back into a 5-round lead. All 3 rounds that FURIA have won have been by time.
Yep. That is actually true now that I think about it. Yeah, the first 2, it was the 2 with the picks. You called the second one, and then...
This one right here, the save.
This one, to be fair, this one, though, the other 2 were like...
They
were close and the time became...
Cloud9 stalling themselves out,
This one was a save. This one was just straight up. But yeah, you're not wrong. They have yet to kill all 5 players.
Hobbit jumping through. Great damage done. Again, another opening kill provided. Again, FURIA finding ways to find the first kill of the round. It's the other 4 they're having issues with.
So Inters goes out. They're going to go for the boost. They're going to look toward barrels from...
Yeah, but they don't know Art's in here. When this smoke clears towards the door...
Yuri as well, going to throw an incendiary down right on top of both of them. They're going to take significant damage from it, and Art, you can hear them shuffling. They'll even spray, so Yuri's trying to take that aggro, and Art's going to get a clean first. Oh, nice. He'll take those, yeah, all day. Got both of them.
He's surprised to get the second one. I don't think
he did double take.
He didn't even see him. Just continue the spray, and the extra bullet helps out.
So now FURIA getting somewhere.
And this is most of the money gone for Cloud9. You look at Nafany with 150 in the bank. There's money on Hobbit, Ax1Le, and Inters who are all dead, but money's starting to become an issue. That might be the avenue back into this map for FURIA.
50-second save?
Yeah. I think you kind of have to.
So tomorrow we have all 3 games same time, final day of the group. We'll figure out our final 3 teams for playoffs. Monday, the other teams that have already qualified will arrive back in Malta. In some cases, they stayed. Complexities here from last week. Most of the teams from last week stayed over.
Certainly the American.
Yeah, absolutely.
One American team. That's
absolutely. I know Heroic elected to go home and come back because the week off that they could do was worth it because they're back here for the RMR anyway, so it would be a 4-week stint otherwise. But you're right. Yeah, the American teams did stay. Simple's also been here again. Came back a little bit earlier than the rest of his teammates.
Not sure he ever left, but yeah, he's been
I think he did leave for a day or 2.
He's been chilling around the hotel for sure. You know, they came. I think the rest of Navi joined back in. They had practice earlier this week. Although I haven't seen him here. Anyways, inconsequential.
I don't think they're practicing from here. I think they arrive tomorrow.
Yep.
The 25th is what I was told. So yeah, the rest of the team should be flying in on the 25th.
Great round from Art. Once again, like an aggressive, fast-paced take. Inters walked right through the smoke, through blue door as well. So he's taking some liberties, taking a risk to gain some speed to taking short and getting that boost activated. But obviously, you miss a few things when you take that kind of a speed. And they missed Art, who gets a double kill. Timeout taken. This half is never going to be great for FURIA. You're not going to feel good about this at halftime, but if out of this timeout and out of these, you know, out of these rounds that they've won already to get to this point, if they can take the money away, then maybe you close the gap 7-8. I mean, you'd at least feel good closing this half out on a streak.
Safe with a nade that just goes beyond Hobbit, gets caught out behind the tree and won't do any damage. Which is likely what I would have called if I had to, Jason.
Yeah, you would have definitely called that nade doing damage.
Super good with nades.
I would have as well, don't worry. Safe with the op out towards long. Shiro still got his. Arts and stairs. 3 players defending the B bomb site at the moment. Very passive opening. Here's the run boost.
Perfectly done. Nearly caught him. Safe. Runs back inside bathrooms. He'll smoke himself off because he wants to cross the door. Art's there to help him out should they elect to try and chase down from the front side of this position, but they are still heading toward long.
That pulls Yuri over, though, as well. So Art actually shifts out of the blue door to protect short sewers. Yuri slides into his position close up in bathrooms to keep some space and support safe. Drop is now rotating over as well. Utility being spent and Hobbit being activated to cause a distraction, just to be a presence, just to maintain presence and put the fear into FURIA. He's reading the boost, and he almost saw it. Maybe a half second late. And there's the retreat attempted down the stairs. Shiro's got a kill with the AWP.
Shiro snapped back fast to find that.
The bomb is stuck. They have to go B. 20 seconds again. Inters is here. They can't go back to A.
So the position now for Art is integral. And he knows that one just throwing that Molotov had to be close up. He saw the angle of it on the right side. Shiro, he did well to get out of the way of that one because it was coming his direction.
Save again, I think.
Serato, he's got a kill in the game now. He's playing back toward the barrels. It's been his kryptonite so far. He's going to get caught out once again by Inters, but you're right. Time is gone, and it is now 8-5.
That's the all 5 rounds of Fear of One have been the round timing out. However, I think only 3 of those are really Cloud9 moving around the map too slow and not giving themselves enough time to execute. So there's I'm not going to call them gifts in any real way, but I mean, FURIA's getting the benefit of this. It's making it a lot easier down the stretch. This one shouldn't be slow. 2 MAC-10s and a Tech 9. You have to imagine that's just going to be an explosion at some point.
With the Tech 9. I mean, they've done it just in the nick of time to get back into this game if they close out the half.
Yeah, this is not going to be a slow-paced round. Cloud9 already shifting back. There's actually 3 defenders at the A bomb site. Safe is moving now.
Okay. For some reason, my eyes deceived me, and I thought that first smoke was already dissipating. It has now,
I think you almost have to go through this, though, if you're...
Well, I was more worried that Shiro was going to see him and just get a clean shot. That's obviously, I think they are going to go through this. I think the timing's going to be there. The flash is now.
You have to. You have no presence on the other side.
Well, drops there, so crossfire. K-Serrano for 1, traded out. Drop gets it, so that means they take the advantage on the exchange. Bomb still working its way in through sandbags, though. Watch out, Molotov will delay that ever so slightly. 44 seconds now. Bomb gets closer in the hands of Shiro again, who's looking for an opening shot on the AWP. Missed the opportunity to find the player shuffling back in behind, and I believe that's Yuri this time, behind the barrels. Very slow now all of a sudden.
Yeah, and Art's just telling Safe to stay over at the B bomb site. He said, I'm in bathrooms, I see nothing. Again, 20 seconds. Again, this round feels like, I don't even, like again, nothing can go wrong.
Inter's gonna start it off. Yuri was blinded, but not anymore. That means he can pop up as soon as he gets the call from drop. He'll do that now, and he lines up 2. Round's gonna be over any second because there's 9 on the clock and a kill to find. That's all they need is Shiro tries to continue forward. Art is flanking around.
Shiro had that Molotov the whole time over on short as well.
Die after the time here.
Yeah, he might. Although I don't think Yuri wants to go for it.
I thought Art was going to be a little quicker to it, to be honest.
They had the money to actually go for that hunt. I'm not sure why Yuri kind of held back. He could have just swung. I mean, you had 9,200 on drop before this round began. Safe had his 8,000 in the bank, so there was cash to drop him a weapon if he was to go down. But this hit as well. As good as Cloud9 has looked through portions of this half, finally, FURIA, this little streak that they're on, has put a little bit of confusion and chaos into the Cloud9 machine. They have not been able to get a clean round. They have not been able to get a clean look at these bomb sites anymore. Finally, FURIA clamped down, 4 straight.
Drop getting aggressive this time. We haven't seen a lot of this positioning from FURIA. Smoke, Art's in front of it. He knows it. He was anticipating a flash. He wasn't wrong. Good thing he already had his position. He needs to get his teammate to have a weapon back out. Good flash, actually committed to it. I thought Safe was going to go back to the AWP. Expecting they were going to beat him to it. And Inters nearly beats them to it with a double, but Safe gets away on 29.
Yeah, Ax1Le needs to come over and hustle and get one of those rifles off the ground. Probably that Galil that was just utilized. Only with the Deagle. Inters with the AWP. 2-on-4 situation. If he'd been able to double up, this could have been much more doable. This could have been much more interesting. Where the possibility of bathrooms? This Tech9 better be on point, but Yuri's got the kill despite being dinked down to 3 HP initially. Ax1Le's gonna try and follow it up and clean up the kill. Missed the opportunity initially, but he does get it with a messy spray. 1v3 remaining.
Ax1Le takes a peek very briefly down toward the stairwell.
This is the first round that's not going to end by time. Yeah, that was your point? Is that yours?
I was going to say it anyway. I'm like, you know what? It's round 15. He's going to save Jason just because, on principle.
Would have been great.
Yeah, it would have been. It's not going to happen that way. Good job to recover from FURIA. They could have had 2 more rounds as well. Remember, there was twice they had the lead, but could not convert. It is a very close game, though, and they're working their way back in. When we come back from the break, we'll work our way to the finish of Overpass.
Hey future pros, Nerd out here going to show you a cool nade stack from Astralis on Overpass to take care of the CT spamming connector. If executed correctly, you will give the CT something to think about next time they want to spam. You will need 3 future pros and 3 HGs for this tactic. Future pro number 1, you're going to get into this corner and using this lineup here, move forward to the end of the shadow to allow your other teammates to line up. Future pro number 2, you will stand in the same corner and using the same lineup, move up giving space for your last teammate. Future pro number 3, like your other teammates, you'll also use the same lineup. Once you get signal from your connector teammate, run forward until you hit the top of the hill, then jump throw. These nades will set you up with an early player advantage, favoring your team to win the round and making it easier for your connector player to push up. Your connector teammate should smoke the door to bait the CTs to spam, and that's when you will greenlight the airstrike. Make sure you add this in your playbook if you know the CTs like spam and connector.
Well, we'll see if FURIA can keep the comeback rolling. In fact, it wouldn't even be a comeback anymore. Jason, they could tie this up by taking the pistol. It would be their first of the series, but then does that momentum lead to a third map? We're seconds away from getting started. Just 7 of them, in fact, and we can already see what the buy will be. Naturally, the CTs haven't upgraded at all, but surprisingly, 5 Glocks. No one's going to go for an upgraded pistol, just going straight up for utility on this one, Jason.
Yeah, a lot of people with upgraded, I mean, just with a bunch of utility spread out as well across multiple players. Fast-paced towards the B bomb site. Here we go. Cloud9's defense better be strong. Drop, blind, still delivers a drive-by onto Inters. And now they get to progress behind the flames. Great kills from FURIA, being heavily aggressive towards the back of the bomb site. Nobody from Cloud9 mounts any resistance.
Wow. I love that we just saw that. I love that the first half was all about the CIS slow play style, timing the rounds out, and then immediately FURIA goes, no, let's run them the heck down.
Yeah.
As soon as it starts.
We'll show you how the other side lives.
Holy moly, this is going to be fun now.
Yeah, that's a great pistol round. I mean, a wonderful opening by Drop. I think he was completely blinded as well, so that might have been a little fortune going his way. But nobody from Cloud9 is able to get any kind of a clean fight. And this is by virtue, I mean, two players for FURIA buy utility, but they drop it amongst 4 players, so they're able to layer the utility properly depending on spawns. Really well struck.
So the 5 rifles, the only AK though in the hands of Yuri. Ax1Le gonna try and get his pistol in position with the quick strafe peek and pre-fire. Didn't quite get it. He clipped the corner on his second peek. Spam from Art. That'll go in towards short. Yeah, that was the WB strat, I think. Called the Warner Brothers. Just hold W and rush B.
Cloud9 rotating back around to the bomb site. FURIA is super passive at the moment.
It's almost like this is designed, though, again, right? You go super fast in the first round.
Yeah, it's quite a juxtaposition,
let's
isn't it?
slow it down a bit now.
Well, they don't want to get caught off, obviously, by any of the, like, you know, if you have, like, a deagle in the sky, you see people take a little bit crazier peeks, go for some creative boosts, creative setups, and they just don't want to get caught off guard by any of that. The worst thing that could happen for FURIA right now is they just get stopped cold after winning that kind of a pistol. Going back to their first half, this is now 6 rounds straight.
The interesting thing is look how far back they are, because they're probably expecting FURIA to be aggressive.
Running the time down. Where have we seen this one before?
Gee, I don't know. Maybe Overpass.
Rack your brain.
2 minutes ago, 3.
Okay, Serrato's throwing a fake. Let's see how many people this can pull away. Nafany gets away with his life. They don't have time to turn around. Ooh, maybe they do. Not anymore. Not anymore. Okay, Serrato's going to join up. It's all on this.
Ax1Le with the deagle, still waiting, enters 5-7, sees Shadow, sees a chance, but safe, I think, spotted his shoulders, so he's holding the angle. Doesn't even matter, though. What is going on? It's all falling apart. They've got the crossfires. Serrato needs to try and save this one. Can't do it. Yuri, spray transfer, not enough. Enters is able to trade and go right back into him. It's 9-8, and the recovery from Cloud9.
Oh, they stalled out at the base of the steps. Nobody could move forward. Did they not have the utility to flush anyone out in the open? Like, nobody's, Cloud9 plays a very disciplined game here. Nobody's over-peaking, everybody's waiting for the commitment, and that's Cloud9 playing knowing the clock is running low, knowing the clock is an ally to them at this moment. As long as they don't give up these kills, FURIA has to push forward and actually attack into it, and that hurts. That hurts for FURIA.
Art already tagged down to 27. Art. Why? Gonna take down Ax1Le with a very fast peek. Good crosshair placement. And the strafe is absolutely spot on. Shiro waiting for this response, though, waiting for them to push forward. He's stuck out here. He has to fight this. He has to spray in, and Drop's gonna get the trade.
Oh, how is this happening? It's gone the other way. Nafany steps up into the bathrooms. I don't think they realize this just yet, but he needs a multi-kill. He needs multi-killer information. Gonna go back to the other direction. Oh, there's an opportunity. But now he's giving away his position. He's got to back off. And I don't know if they're gonna let him. They might actually get aggressive to make sure he can't. And yeah, they slide out. Nafany knew he was gonna have no escape. This has all gone wrong. Neither one of these teams is able to pick up the round after pistols. The Deagles have been so strong. And Inters tries to body block, but not with any kind of effectiveness. And that's his cue to back out.
Yeah, couldn't create a gap for himself. So wants to keep that AK for a further round. Well done FURIA to immediately respond to what could have been a catastrophic loss of momentum in the last round.
Good lord. The shot from Art to open things up. K-Serrato got one as well on the other side of the map. Nothing strategic about it either. I mean, Art's just clearing out a position and just hits an absolutely perfect headshot onto Ax1Le. Shiro was stuck in a position afterwards that he couldn't fall back from in front of Divider. And without Ax1Le, that position is much weaker. We're all tied up at 9.
Terrorists win.
Absolutely. And it's straight back to the buys then for... Well, there's 4 of them to survive, but they could upgrade. They could potentially upgrade, justify it, but they know they've got a round in hand. Inters is the only one that has the AK-47 that they need to worry about, really. So the timeout called. What do they want to do to try and support that AK? And Safe as well could also, if they're not going to upgrade at all, do you take the approach and okay, they're going to go for a full force. They're all in on this, Jason.
Yeah, I don't even mind it.
I get it, totally. Yeah, I'm fine with it as well. My question is, does Safe anticipate this, and what does he go for? Because, okay, so he's going to go Galil. I was going to say he could try and maybe start to build up bank toward an AWP, but at this point, I think someone else is going to have to drop that out. K-Serrato has an MP9. He could farm up the cash for it if he needs to.
Yeah, I think at this point, you're saying if you're prioritizing, you have to know there's a little tug of war in terms of the economy going on, so you're just prioritizing winning the next round more than any kind of thought for the future. It's like, let's deal with that problem later. Let's just make sure we get this next one.
That's a fair point, and yeah, don't need to overcomplicate it.
Good map for FURIA so far, bouncing back from a really devastating start. It was 8-2 at a certain point in the first half in the favor of Cloud9. FURIA comes all the way back, and now they're... I mean, if you can win 2 in a row and you can grab the economic advantage over the CT side this early on in Overpass, that's a really good avenue to put them in a little bit of a hole and put some pressure on them finally. Dropping Safe in bathroom. K-Serrato and Yuri clearing out stairs as we speak. Art is starting to creep up long. There's just over a minute on the clock, and Ax1Le remains the only person defending the A bomb site, and he's only got a 5-7.
Shiro coming back around to try and help out Ax1Le, though. He'll go toward the bank stairs. Excuse me, no, the Nafany's already there. Shiro's going to just wait behind with the nade.
No, it was used, so FURIA might think there's no actual counter nades or counter utility.
Okay, well, that's just changed because there's a nade going straight toward long, which unsurprisingly does no damage. What they don't anticipate is that Shiro is there with the MP9, dropping Yuri, finally getting kills for the way of FURIA, but they're not anticipating the quick strafe and fast peek from the front side of the bank, and it's all onto Safe. He's got the Galil, but he's out of time and space as Inters comes back around, and we continue going back and forth.
Those rotations are so good from Cloud9 too, because they put the players coming in position to where there's 2 players at truck. They only really see the first one on this initial engagement. You can see Nafany there over towards bank in the front of it. Inters is going to follow it up, so when Nafany gets aggressive and goes down, they don't expect the second player to be there in that moment. So FURIA has the right idea. They're missing the timing. And it's a great call from Cloud9. They almost just say, screw it. If this is a fake and they go back to B, whatever, we lose. But we're going to position ourselves here to win right now. They maintain a 1-round lead. They've got 1 more buy to burn through from FURIA, but there's no nades on the T side. There's a lone Molotov for the rest of this round. That's it. Everything's going to have to be just dry challenge.
Okay, Sari gonna head into the site on his own. AK in hand, but a shot fired his direction. He already cowers away in fear. Doesn't want to give up too much early on to C9. Didn't have any support with him.
Chiro's got his op for the first time in the CT side. Keep in mind, as we mentioned earlier, his CT side on Mirage, he went 17-5. His AWP was incredible on defense.
It was so good.
And he's 13-5 right now. Ax1Le's gonna shift up towards long in the corner, tucked behind Flowers.
Okay, I'll come back to that because Serrano's gonna have contact here. Does find Hobbit, even read it well, but couldn't get the shot. Enters, wins it instead. Ax1Le up on the off angle at long A, and he can clearly see bullets heading that direction. He'll take down Arc. That's crazy that he only has 5 deaths. They've lost 9 rounds. That just speaks about the first half in general, doesn't it?
Yeah, how much they were saving, especially as the Opera. You're just backing away from those fights mostly. Good job from Drop, controlling the recoil to get the headshot onto Ax1Le. Hobbit's gonna come in for a flank, but Elite, this bomb is gonna get planted. And with Shiro at 1 HP, this is doable. If you can maintain, if you can just have some success on the initial step forward from Cloud9, Shiro's not gonna be motivated for this retake.
Safe, already rotating around. It's gonna catch out Hobbit shortly at the top of the stairs. That needs to happen now. Does. That's gonna give him control of bathrooms and give him a chance to see the ball. Nafany's still on top of the site. Drop has him. They may not need to go to Safe in the end. Okay, they have to. 1 HP Shiro, 28 enters, and Safe's close enough that this time the Galil, even if, excuse me, the AK, as he's upgraded, even if they get on top of it, oh my god, I thought he would peek that out and nail it. Shiro with 1, hits the shot instead.
That's disgusting. Yeah, Shiro pretty much can only guess. You can't really jiggle, you can't really wait and see if you can react in time. You have to just grab an angle and say, I hope he peeks this one. I hope this is the right one. And he got it. Phenomenal retake, and actually pretty good resistance mounted by FURIA as well as they came back in. 11-9. Cloud9 win the tug of war, jockeying for economic position, and they win it all. That kid allows Shiro to be very patient with the angle he's holding. Now 14-5 for Shiro. Calm down, everyone chill.
Oh, Ax1Le, there ain't no chill. There ain't no chill. There ain't no chill. He's got 3. Nearly got taken down before all of that started. Shiro's gonna show up and get the other 2, so that one's quick. We go 12-9.
Shiro's a freak today. It's really hard to play against this level that Shiro's bringing to the table. You add an Ax1Le who's doing his thing as he always does, and Inters who's at 15 kills, and this is tough. Second timeout from FURIA. Actually surprising they still have this many timeouts remaining considering how buried they got early on in the first half. What a great recovery, just allowed them to freeze and then not have to worry about taking one of those. A good streak right at the end of their CT side. Cloud9 4 rounds from taking this series 2-0.
Guns back out though for FURIA. Need to take out the door, smoke on top of it. Bounced incendiary though. They know there's one inside of the stairway. Safe can't do anything of that. He's still back at T stairs and was accompanied by a watchdog of Ax1Le at the start of the round. Ooh. That's a bit of a problem.
That's lovely damage. Absolutely lovely damage, and he almost actually got some follow-up from a different angle. Looks like Yuri wants to boost a teammate up. No one's exposed to the danger of it just yet. Triple boost. Okay, Nope.
All right, they're going back to it. He just wanted to get some utility out first. Sure that close angles cover. No way. Hobbit looked away from that. Okay, he sees it now. Doesn't matter. He has the information.
Yeah, and he says, oh, there's at least 3. You know, there's at least 3. Oh, he wasn't prepared for K Serrano. Didn't know about the 4th, who'd already shifted up the sandbags, but Nafany with the response, and it all comes crumbling down. That one triple boost caused so much chaos. The 1 kill onto Hobbit, he was the linchpin of the defense, and Shiro again gets to sit with 5 deaths and just chill because he ain't moving anywhere close to the B bomb site. He's got 5 deaths. Inters is the next least amount of deaths, which is 10. Like, Shiro just hasn't been... He's been smart with his money, with his weapons.
Oh, no. You're not wrong about that. He's going to back off again and pray to Amos.
If Hobbit's crosshair had stayed the first time he was looking for the boost, that round's completely different. He's probably feeling real upset. He's had, I don't know if I'd call it a tough game, but I guess it would be. He's 5-16.
Yeah.
You haven't had to call his name out a whole lot on this map?
Called off the angle as well to support his teammate with a
yes.
ability, right?
He needed to refresh the smoke. So yeah, it's fine that he misses this. It's the fact that he's saying, all right, there's 3. I don't think you'd ever expect 4 people to be in short, ready to attack sandbags. Good job from Serato just following it up with aggression to be bait for the rest of the squad to move in behind him. 2-round lead. FURIA still with a good amount of fight in him.
And they've certainly not let Cloud9 off easy. Remember, this is Cloud9's map choice as well. It was much more one-sided in favor of Cloud9 on Mirage, which was FURIA's choice, interestingly enough. Inter's waiting with the smoke down. Going to try and work his way up. Hobbit is there again to support that. This time they've got a 3rd string in the bow. And it's a rather powerful one with an AWP of Shiro at the pillar.
Shiro's going to start shifting back as well in case he wants to rotate over. He's in a good position to listen for footsteps as well. Throwing out some utility. That's going to be his cue to dedicate himself to the A bomb site. Nathany shifts forward into the truck position. That is a weird little smoke that Art has thrown. I think he's going to hard clear this. I think he hard clears this.
I think he knows, yeah. Yeah. Okay, still gets the kill. I thought he was going to do it as well, and then he didn't. The shadow nearly gives him up. Nathany just got both.
Yeah.
He just sprayed through and got both. Another double. That's been a huge issue for them. Serato and Safe, and Safe's going to try and get that bomb all the way back over to where
17
B.
seconds.
Yeah, no, I can't
Save.
see it.
Yeah, they're saving. They stopped. They realized it. That rotation from Shiro was at the perfect timing. Only the 1 kill, but takes attention after they get Ax1Le out towards long. Nobody clears to the right. Nobody clears Nathany's position at truck. So that shift as Shiro comes over was everything. Great defense from Cloud9. Perfect positioning. Ax1Le probably in most worlds, most universes, wins that fight clean. He certainly sends Nathany up for it.
Yeah, Art just running in the background gets hit with a stray, which is kind of funny because Art was the one that got the double in the first half with the stray.
Yes. See some frustration on Ax1Le as well. Art's the one who banged him out with the deagle in round number 2. Or 3, excuse me.
It's all right, I forgive you. So, quick for Serato to at least put attention and pressure on the banana. I don't know why I'm thinking about bananas today, Jason.
Yeah, they're on the brain.
They are on the brain.
It's because I got a banana peel next to me.
That's definitely what I was looking at over there. But yeah, definitely put some pressure inside of Monster so that he knows that they've been playing close up. They're going to go through on this smoke. Good timing on it. It's going to get redressed. They know that that's a flash. I thought that was another smoke that was thrown. We jumped to that late, so I thought they might just go for a clean peek. Instead, they're forced back.
Shiro and Ax1Le very aggressive in bathrooms. Shiro sees nothing, clears it out, tells his teammates. But they're too far away to really rotate with any kind of speed. So this defense is going to be on the back of these 3 players at the B bomb site for the moment. Shiro and Ax1Le can flank if time is bought.
And they go from Biggs and from Monster. Inter's down, but Nathany gets one. Hobbit tries to shuffle. He still can't get kills. Damage is there, though. That's going to help Nathany, but only for one. And Shiro's on rotation this time. With Ax1Le getting a kill, we might see Shiro in the round late, Jason. As Art swings.
Oh, no way.
Ax1Le's got him. That's crazy. Art had the upper hand on that one all day long. And Drop is trying to figure out which battle to take first. Unfortunately, it's going to arrive at his doorstep sooner than that, but I guess payback comes quickly. He's able to take out Ax1Le. Full rotation. Oh, does Shiro expect this? I'm not certain that he does. He has the M4. And Drop's made noise. He knows where he is now, but he also knows he's baiting out time. He's going to throw a secondary smoke. Flash, excuse me, that's going to bounce off. There's the smoke. Plume's late. Tries to get on the bomb. Shiro can't get the kill. He goes down, and Drop gives him his 6th death.
Shiro played himself. He drops the smoke on the bomb to hope that Drop is actually going to move forward towards sandbags with a little bit more speed to get to it. And that smoke actually forces Drop to rotate all the way back around. And I mean, that would have been an easy win for Shiro. He was expecting the fight. Drop at 9 HP. It all would have been fine. Oh, that'll be a really unfortunate one when he looks back on it. I'll be like, why the hell did he make this play? Why the hell does he hear that smoke and run all the way back around? And obviously, it's just a throwing smoke for the sound cue, so he realizes it doesn't cover him enough to stick that. And you're exactly right. Hobbit has been having a real tough day. Finally, someone could put Shiro down before it does too much damage.
Yeah, 2 deaths in a row for Shiro? What is this? Up toward long they go. FURIA marching gallantly forward. Af's gonna throw Ax1Le AWP.
There's still potential for this to turn on its head with this AWP.
I think his shoulder is okay.
Oh, doubled!
Oh, that's crazy. He's got it! Ax1Le's got it! He nails both! Straight through, they're lined up. That's huge! He's gonna follow up, but can't hit the shot. That's so massive that the single AWP handed over to him later on, and it absolutely denies any entrance to the site. Enters, backs away. KSGO still lurking over at B, by the way. Bomb's heading that direction now. They are convinced this is on A. Bomb's gonna walk in for free, but hang on, because Hobbit's not turned around yet. Inters hasn't spotted it.
Yeah, this is fine. He's calling it out now. I mean, look, this is still going to be a tough retake in a 4-on-2 with these unarmored pistols, but this is doable. Entirely doable. AK picked up on Nathany.
KSGO waiting. Oh, sees it. Sees the boost. No mistake on it. Nathany goes down. They might recover from the collateral early on. He's already done damage up toward heaven as well. Hobbit takes a bit of an exchange with Yuri that puts him down to 43. 6 for KSGO, but he's doubled up there as well and is all onto Hobbit. And as we said, he hasn't had the greatest game yet. I don't think it's going to get any better in this round. 13-12, they're very, very close to this.
They're very lucky that KSGO just had an absolutely beast mode round. It saves the day entirely. Completely saves the day. This is so gross from Ax1Le. He's like, okay, one spotted me. I'm just going to clear this out because he knows I have an AWP. He's going to be a little bit scared to peek. That's a perfect decision to make, and that had to have been... Oh, yeah, you can see the coach. You can see Gary. Just look at this. Yeah, I know that feeling. That one's painful. But a post-plant, phenomenal job from KSGO. Finds the boost, finds Ax1Le up in heaven, finds everyone at the end of the day.
He's up to 12 kills on that one against Inters. And was it 13 here? Did he get the final one? No, okay, Yuri wrapped around. He started out, what? 0-6? 0-5? KSGO got wrecked twice behind the barrels at B.
Yeah.
So he's come into this game for sure.
Well, Cloud9, money's in a tight spot. FURIA looking to grab control this late. CT sides hate dealing with this kind of economic pressure in these rounds this late in the map. 13-12, 1-round lead.
Yo, sick molly.
And remember how much in the series so far they've been prioritizing the AWP in the hands of Shiro. And they don't have it this time.
Smoke down front bathrooms and back. Front side, back side. Sideways. Art making noise. It's Shiro that pops out from that sideways position indeed.
That was risky. Another smoke comes up. They want to come through it. Oh, good spam. Good spam. Follow-up is better as well. Hobbit's on the board. Again, after some time, he needs a turn, but he can only get the one. He can only get the one through smoke, but he's done decent damage. 2 players behind the bomb site. It's Nathany and Shiro. The SMG gets a headshot. He knows there's one more. Safe around pillar. Gets it done. Controls the spray, and we're all tied up.
Wow, FURIA are holding on in this game. Guerreri's loving it now. Starting to roll on this T side with the pace. The pistol that started out so fast and then the calculated play. This one could have fallen apart. Shiro with a good find on Art, but man, oh man, Hobbit only good for one again in that position. And Nathany's not really there to trade. He does get KSGO, but that's already after a second kill came in.
Hobbit doesn't seem comfortable when we watch him. I think his decision making is I think there's a lot of decisions being made out of fear, a lot of decisions being made out of like the mindset of I'm having a really horrible game. I don't see that same trademark.
Chat's wondering who Cloud9's in-game leader is. It's actually Sean Gares.
Oh, yeah, it's old school. He's calling in from Valorant.
Shh, Don't say that.
The game that must not be mentioned.
Oh, God. They took even Sean. I mean, I guess Sean was pretty washed up, so they could have him, but... Shiro shots, not happening. Yuri's gonna get it instead.
Struggle bus on both sides.
Inters.
There's a nade stack here from Inters and Hobbit. If they can find a way, I think Nafany's gonna go find the information. Those nades probably gonna come out. There's the first, there's the second. Oh, it bounces a little too deep. K Serrato survives with 5 health. But the idea was there, really cool idea. This doesn't work out as well as they would have liked. Hobbit with 1, it's the only one he's gonna get. Ax1Le finds a trade, 1v3, but he's gonna be happy and content with the AK-47.
Are you suggesting a save, Jason?
Yep.
Okay.
I think bail out. Get out of dodge. FURIA's gonna take the lead. And I'm pretty sure this is the first lead they've had. I think they've tied things up in the past, but they've never actually taken an advantage. It's taken them 27 rounds to get it.
Yeah, well, good time to have it.
Sure, absolutely. Losing bonus is built up to 3 rounds, so they're going to be getting 2,900 Cloud9, so the AWP is going to be on the hands of Shiro again. That better have a good impact. 19 and 9 for Shiro. Cloud9 really struggling here on their own map pick.
Oh yeah, this is. I'm very surprised. I thought this one was.
But this is cool to see from FURIA too, because both of these halves have started out with Cloud9 going on a decent run. Like obviously it was 8-2 in the first half, and FURIA came back and won the last 5 rounds straight of the opening half. And here, I mean, it wasn't nearly as good, but it was Cloud9 with the advantage, Cloud9 with the economy, Cloud9 with all the strengths early on. And now FURIA have found a solution. They've won 4 in a row in 5 of the last 6. So FURIA is figuring it out late in the half, and they're adapting very, very well.
And that's kind of the point as well. As I was saying, they were getting this sort of information from losing this game. They could take it back to the board with them. They haven't had that yet in this group. So signs of encouragement. Safe and Yuri looking for position. Passive from C9, very. Bit of an execution, a fake at that though, toward the B site. Just trying to probe anyone toward the barrels, toward Monster. Bomb still waits back at the T-stairs, just to make note of that.
Also, remember, they've just forced out a smoke to put out the Molotov at Toxic Barrels, which wasn't necessary as we know. Cloud9 doesn't know it, but that's a smoke that Cloud9 won't have for late in Monster. So if FURIA want to move back across the map, Bomb is still back above ladder. They're going to be saying, once smoke is used, they're not going to be able to run this clock all the way down. Valuable resources forced out by just a single Molotov. And here comes the adjustment from FURIA to the other side of the map, back towards B. And most of the presence looking to come through Monster.
Inter's playing that reverse spot for if they do come that direction, can still swing onto sand. Hobbit will give him a bit of help with a molly. Flash out, Hobbit. Look away and jump through. Jump through, find 2! No, not quite! Drop's got him instead, but Inters, there's the angle I was talking about, the reverse play. He's good for the second. No, he's not. He didn't hit it. I thought he actually nailed that. Nafany and Shiro will, though, and it's all onto Yuri. Taps the bomb, knows they're pushing forward, and they will. They'll strike while the iron's hot, and it's 14-14.
Well, that's exactly what FURIA set up for the entire round. Early utility to force out some nades, some smokes. They realize it's a passive defense. Hobbit almost doubled up there as well. Tied up, that's a desperate defense as well. Oof, that was very close. Great trading from FURIA, great spacing. Inters can only get the 1. He was hoping for another follow-up, but it's really supportive Shiro coming in late with the AWP who seals it. And Nafany with a nice double kill. 14, and FURIA's almost out of money. This might be fast-paced again. This actually might be quick through Monster. 2 Tech 9s, 3 AK-47s, and not a whole lot of utility to go for map control. This is going to be a timing bust. Here it comes. Enters. Uh-oh. There, it finally extinguished the Molotov. Hobbit wraps around. Good time for a double kill. Good time. Oh, I was going to say a triple kill.
So
it's
well.
taking his time. Come on, baby. He goes down, but he's done his job.
Map point first for Cloud9, despite FURIA's best efforts and finally taking that lead. And maybe Hobbit is the difference, because last round he got 1 plus a huge assist. This time 2, and a second assist on that one as well. Fortunately, ran out of ammo. I thought he was getting it. I thought he was getting the triple, Jason.
I did too. I was waiting for it. Oh, no. Poor Hobbit. He's thinking, just get me the hell out of this map, please. For the love of God, I want to be done with it. 15-14 in timeout, of course, called by FURIA. One last conversation, because they've got nothing. Look at the money on your screen that they have to play with. Only safe is above 2,000. Time to fake some confidence and give your boys a tactic that you say is most definitely going to work. FURIA's fought so hard to be in this position. Fought so hard to have a chance. The best they can do is OT. And it's a mountain of utility and weaponry against them. Pistols against AWP, 3 AK-47s, an M4.
Desperate times. See if pace comes into play. 4 up the stairs. With just Quesarado waiting down below, waiting for the nades as well, waiting for the flash to pop because that was well timed. Shiro was there with the AWP. Don't need to give it one away early. They've got to get toward the site. They've got to force chaos into this round. They have to make things absolutely panicked on the CT side if they want these pistols to work. Single smoke for Arts, a single smoke for Yuri, and one additionally on safe. And they're gonna need them because that op of Shiro is gonna be an absolute problem if they don't cover him off, especially as they poise themselves at long. Did he see them? No, not yet. There's the smoke. Now they can get a little closer. Shiro's gonna go for the close boost. Step down, Ax1Le! Drop shot coming the whole time.
Yeah, but are they gonna pick this up? Ax1Le's in so much trouble. He doesn't know where to stand. He doesn't know how many people are coming through. All blinded, backed away. Nafany, the captain, can only get one. Tries to do his best. Ax1Le over the smoke. Oh, he grabs another one. And a third.
How does he get those? That might be the game in itself. He absolutely pulled it back in the most crucial moment. Completely locked out from behind the smoke. It's still gonna be, potentially a one-on-one, but Hobbits is able to get the job done. 16-14. Gotta give credit to FURIA. That was a fight. That was good heart and soul behind that game. But Cloud9 are gonna top the group.
I'm with you. All respect over to FURIA for that Overpass game. That was a really tough affair. Good to see them fight till the very last round. Nice job stepping up. Shiro was a beast today. Tough to contend with that. 2-0 for Cloud9. We're done for the evening. We've got one final day of the regular season left. That's tomorrow. We will see you guys in the evening, 7:30 local time.